Yeah. 2020. All right, let's start with the. No, I pulled up female band, so let's do one of the girls. You're judging girls and boys by the size of the legs. So in birds of prey, so your hawks, your falcons, your eagles, girls are bigger than boys. So we're looking at the tarsus on the leg, basically. Okay. If there's any doubt, you always put the female band on because that's bigger. In the side, one of the two side ones. Chris, we can aim it for you. So Josh is taking a little bit of blood from the brachial wing vein, and it's put on a carve that has a fixative on it that'll preserve that blood. So later somebody can look at genetics or bloodborne parasites. There's a bottle of it in the bag. Main section. To the side, not in the, yeah, there, you got it. The ones in the little white container are damp too. I wet down the feathers a little bit so they're not in your way. Here's, oh, you got it. we're gonna do all 4 birds banding and put them back one at a time as we do it. And then when we're done, we can do the group shot of the 4 young before we put them back.
You think you have a female there, Karen?
Yeah, this is girl.
So
Oops.
just to update you on the names, there were 278 names submitted. We had almost 600 votes on those names, and the number 1 female name that was voted on with 86 votes was Winnie, which is short for Winnebago County. So this is Winnie.
I know it doesn't help that Winnie the Pooh songs go in my head every time you say that, but.
There was actually a lot of people that submitted that name. So I will go back and look at the first submission to see who that was. And that is the winner of that name.
Because the blood is pumping so much and the heart rate's up. Just takes a minute for the little blood to coagulate. Okay, all right. All right, let me pull another. Stay down, bud. Pull another set of females.
I see him flying.
WINNIE.
Yes. And can you tell me her band numbers?
I'll give it to you when they're
Okay.
all over. Yeah. Trying with they might have dried out too. Those are. Oh, and whenever you want to grab her. Here you go. And I'd like to do this one first, just to. Okay, so what's our second girl gonna be named?
Olive. And Olive was for one of the Rockford Peaches, and she was the first female pitcher on that team to throw a no-hitter.
You ever seen a Christmas ornament that Brian Cicero made from the Spent Rivets? Made me a falcon. What's the coolest thing? No, that's Joe Pond. He likes to draw. Yeah. All right, so there's Olive. I think that's another girl.
I think it's
Yeah,
one
so
down.
we're more girl. OLIVE, right?
Yes.
One more.
One more in the series here. We've had people do that, call conservation police.
No way.
Yeah, yell at us from the apartments across the way, which is good because they're watching the birds and they're concerned, and then
Right.
we can educate them into what's going on, and which is why we've got permits in the bag somewhere.
You want me to read through the questions, Mary? I've been answering them in the chat, but I'd be happy to have you answer some of these. So somebody asked who the gentleman is taking the blood, and that's actually Josh Engel. And Mary Hedden is here in the purple shirt. She is from Chicago Peregrine Program. Both Josh and Mary have been doing this for a number of years. Josh has a great birding company called birding tourism company called Red Hill Birding, so be sure to check that out. And then to the right of Josh is Chris Manzano, and he is on our Mississippi Audubon board with us. So Josh is also the person that is taking the blood.
And I'm with the Field Museum.
Oh, sorry, I forgot
Yeah,
to that.
that's okay. And this is my 33rd year doing peregrine work. been able to start up some of your international tours, Josh, or is that still on hold for the moment?
US tours, yes. No.
So, and somebody asked a question about the bands on their legs now. So they're, Mary, if you want to answer why.
Well, they're both unique to the individual. The silver one is a U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service band, and it has 9 numbers in it that run the circumference of the band. So they're difficult to read unless the bird is in hand. This black over blue one is just considered an auxiliary marker, and it's just easier to read through a spotting scope or somebody's camera. And they're both fitted to the bird legs, so we don't really have to worry about the leg outgrowing the band. And it's kind of like wearing a bracelet, you know. They're not constrictive in their way to the leg. That would be an interesting question. You know when birds were started to be banded? Yeah, when did the bird banding not start?
You know, the opposite about the bond.
Look that up.
Are we on our third female already?
We're on a third female. Yes.
So the third female name is Star. There was a ton of submissions for that name as well. So Star after the register star, Rockford Register Star here at the News Tower.
Boy bands. Yeah. One in there? Oh, I saw that. Yeah, we're starting the string. Oh, what race is that? That one and see if I read it right.
1, 2, 6, 6. 0, 8, 9, 0.
Okay, good.
think these are gonna be a stick setter too.
Right.
So this last one is a male. And some of you have already noticed someone is wearing a Flinn Middle School mask. So there is some surprise people in the room if you haven't seen them in the background of the live Zoom here. But we have your principal from Flinn Middle School here, Corey. I don't know where you went, but if you want to go stand over there so you're in the camera and your students can see you. And we also have one of your teachers here, Brian Holiday. So if you're watching, the male name Flynn won by an overwhelming landslide. So there was a lot of students voting on this. So congratulations, Flynn Middle School. This the only male falcon will hold the name Flynn.
A little better than the other one, still works, but not as bad as the other one. Just move them a little further back. Principal, sir, are you going to hold your bird? So this is the last one, only male. It's fun. I know it's all. What the principal is make sure we.
So we could actually tell last week that this male name was going to be the most popular because, like I said, it won by a landslide. There was over 200 votes for this particular name, and other boy names that came in second and third had about 50 votes.
Put one hand underneath mine, see the fingers through. The other one comes, he's gonna bite.
Fighter.
And the other one around the back. Very good. you're good holding him for a sec, why don't we get the other kids out and we can do a group shot. Chris, you want to grab one for yourself? Josh, you want to grab one? You want to? You want to? Sure.
Oh, maybe MJ. I'm sure MJ wants to hold one.
I can hold one?
Yeah, you want to hold one? I'll let you. Jackie, I don't. hold
Whoever
one.
hasn't, hold one.
Yeah.
I would say that's the ones we want to. I don't need a whole one. You know, you want to hold them on, transfer them over to them. And the boys being smaller, they grow a little faster, so you see each further feathered out than his sisters. I'm gonna try to put my cup away because I think this is set up on the table. I'll get all this stuff out of the way. Why don't you guys stand in front of that table in the wall? So there's no, wherever you want to go. Actually. You still have two in the box? Let's
You never have one.
I have it here. So I'm gonna help under the camera then. Fran, want to hold one? Or are you on camera? You want to hold one?
I would, but I have, I'm on camera duty too.
You know, pass them off. Pass the cameras off.
All right, let me get him and then I'll.
Hand it off to him. We're gonna give Fran one. We'll do a shot and then we'll see if we can set him down. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a group photo, but that pretty much ends the banding for the day. But so we can get some photos with the cameras and have some free hands. We're gonna go ahead and end the Zoom now. So thank you. Yeah. So now if you guys want to switch to the webcam, you'll be able to see those chicks when we put them back out on the ledge. So go ahead and do that and you'll be able to see us put them back out.